All right, part 2 of getting ready with me for the day. Also, I do want to say that I'm sharing all of this because God makes me happy, and I just want to share him on this platform that I have right now, or my account, because I put him first with anything, and I'm not pushing any religion on anyone. I'm not saying what is happening. I'm not saying follow God because I said to. I'm saying that I love Jesus and he's changed my life, and I'm going to share that. But with any new thing that I start, I have to put God first in it. So if I'm starting this account, I want God to be first in it too. I'm actually not going to use, I'm going to use a little bit of this blush. I feel like I'm very pale today. And I also want to mention, my brother is so loud. I also want to mention that no one is perfect, and I'm not a perfect Christian. I do sin and I do make mistakes, but it's the way that you handle that. You don't sin and then say, God, please forgive me, and do it again. When you're a Christian, if you sin, you say, please forgive me for my sins, and you don't do them again, and you try your hardest to live for Christ every day. So I also don't want people to think I'm absolutely perfect, because I am not at all. I also feel like people don't talk about enough, being, what a Christian is. A lot of people today, will say, oh, I believe in God, so I'm going to heaven, and I'm a Christian. And the truth is that's not true at all, actually. You have to follow Christ. You have to be one of his disciples, and that means doing everything that he did while he was on earth. And obviously it's hard to be perfect, but you have to follow Christ and try your hardest to live for him. And that doesn't mean doing that in private. It means also spreading his name and just, showing that you are a believer. It is very important because it is scary that a lot of people think that they're just gonna go to heaven because they go to church. And the reality is it's that's so untrue, and it's people need to know that the only way you're gonna get to heaven is if you have a personal relationship. I need more blush. Personal relationship with Christ. Because if you don't, while you're on this earth, he is going to say those words that he says in the Bible. And that is, depart from me, for I never knew you. And what that means is that he never personally had a relationship with you. He never knew you. You never knew him. So it's you're not going to come to heaven. And some people are how am I supposed to get close to God if he's not a person and he's not on this earth? I can't talk to him. Now that's where faith comes in, and that is really, really hard. And I will agree, it's hard to have, especially if you don't know him. If you you've never really known him and you were never introduced to him, then I could see why that'd be so hard. But I believe it's so worth it, honestly. There's so many stories of people getting close to God and not even being introduced to him. Also, I'm running out of time, so go to part 3.